Hi, T. Carlson here. We're taking a trip back to the 1980s again. Another one of the classic John Hughes Brat Pack films has finally gotten a 4K release. Today we're looking at Pretty in Pink, starring Molly Ringwald. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. There's the cover of the release featuring Molly Ringwald along with some of her co-stars. Spine text. Oddly, this 4K is not being marketed as part of the Paramount Presents line, even though the previously released Blu-ray release was. Pretty much the same thing under the slipcover. We do get a digital code of the film. We get the movie in 4K Ultra High Def, and then we also get a Blu-ray copy of the film. From what I can tell, is identical to the previously released Paramount Presents release. Teen sensations Molly Ringwald and Andrew McCarthy drew rave reviews for their starring performances in this hit love story produced and written by John Hughes and directed by Howard Deutsch. Andy is a high school girl from the other side of town. Blaine's the wealthy heartthrob who asks her to the prom. But as their romance builds, it's threatened by the painful reality of peer pressure. From its bittersweet story to its hip new wave soundtrack, this film features great supporting performances from Harry Dean Stanton, John Cryer, James Spader, and Annie Potts. This is not the first time I've covered Pretty in Pink on this channel. I did previously review the Paramount Presents Blu-ray, and I'll include a link to that review up above if you want to go watch that. So obviously there'll be some common ground here. Molly Ringwald was certainly an American treasure back in the 1980s, able to play a wide variety of teen roles and doing an excellent job nearly every time. In Pretty in Pink, she plays Andy, who's a girl that's the child of a single dad, played by Harry Dean Stanton, a man who never quite got over the fact that his wife and Andy's mother left them, and he's struggling to find a job. Meanwhile, she's going to school and dealing with obstacles like bullies, and of course her obnoxious, perverted best friend Ducky, portrayed by a young John Cryer. She finds herself infatuated with a handsome young teen played by Andrew McCarthy, who comes into the record store where she works one day. And again, she finds herself under the scrutiny of peer pressure, and then of course certain rich teen that she keeps rejecting, including a certain bully at the school played by a young James Spader. It just goes to show how many future stars you have in this movie. And there's even performances here by Annie Potts, who of course played the receptionist in Ghostbusters, and then you even have a very young Andrew Dice Clay playing a club bouncer. There's so much talent to go around here, and everyone does an excellent job with what they're given. I mean, this is largely a slice of life character study, but it's done exceptionally well. John Hughes, of course, wrote and produced the film, but it was actually Howard Deutsch who directed this film, and everything moves along pretty smoothly. There's a lot of drama, but a lot of comedy to help balance it out. Even though this movie's coming up on 40 years old now, a lot of these themes are actually still relevant. Perhaps most importantly, all around, it's a good movie. Again, there had previously been a Blu-ray release of Pretty in Pink in the Paramount Presents line. I'm fairly certain that this 4K disc is sourced from the same master that was used for that release, and that's certainly not a bad thing. Obviously, something like Pretty in Pink is never going to be reference material for your home theater, but I am happy to say this is a solid-looking disc that looks very natural and filmic, and the addition of HDR certainly gives the colors that little extra pop. I'm not going to say this is a massive improvement over the prior released Blu-ray from Paramount as part of their Paramount Presents line, but that's only because that disc was already so good looking as was. It is at least a modest uptick, and I do think fans will be happy with what they get here. The Blu-ray disc, again, from what I can tell, is identical to the Paramount Presents list, so it has the bonus features that were on there. Those include a featurette with Howard Deutsch, a featurette on the lost original ending of the film, and an original theatrical trailer for the film. It is a fairly light supplement package, but I am happy to see that we at least get some stuff here, and I think fans will be happy with what they get. If you're a fan of Pretty in Pink, or you're just a fan of 80s movies in general, I can highly recommend this 4K release from Paramount. How about you? Are you a fan of Pretty in Pink? Do you think this is the best film that John Hughes was involved with? Do you think it's Molly Ringwald's best performance? Comment down below and let us know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.